Keeping your traditions alive in another country is not an easy thing to do, especially when you have another job to handle. My guest tonight is the president of TMM, which is a non-profit organization that promotes the rich Tamil heritage and culture. He also works full-time in the financial industry. It's my pleasure to welcome Mr. Ramesh Dayalan. How are you doing tonight?
Awesome. First of all, I would like to greet people with Tamil. Is that okay with you?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
of course.
Anevarukkum vanakkam. Thank you. Thanks for getting me here.
Thank you for coming. So, tell us something about yourself, your childhood.
I'm born in India, obviously. So right. So I'm down south from Tamil Nadu. I was born in a small village called Anakavur. It's the village in northern part of Tamil Nadu.
Oh, okay.
But I've been born in that village, but obviously I've been brought up in various cities in Tamil Nadu because my father was working in a fertilizer organization. So so he used to travel a lot, and he worked in multiple cities. So I pretty much I went to 7 or 8 different schools before I completed my 12th grade. So that's how I am. So in different cities.
Yeah.
So my parents still live in India because of them I'm here, but they're still there. And my sister is back in India. So I came to US around 2002, 2003 actually. I got married in 2002. I came here in 2003 with my wife, and right now I live in Nashville for the last almost 16 years out of this 19 years I'm in US. So I'm a family of 4. I'm a wife and my 2 kids. Shruti, she is 15 years, and my son Karthik is 8 years old. So it's so far so good in US, I guess.
So, congratulations on being selected as the president of TMM. So, please tell us, what is TMM?
TMM is Tamil Makkal Mandram. That's the full form of TMM is. TMM is a non-profit organization that's been it's been created or like set up officially 2015. But we've been doing this unofficially since 2011. So we registered as a non-profit back in 2015. The goal of TMM is to promote Tamil culture and heritage in New England area. The mode of TMM is Arundamil Varpom Araneri Kapom. What that means is enrich Tamil and entertain the charity work. Right? That's pretty much is what we're trying to do in TMM. TMM, whatever we do, like the events, culture events that we conduct, and the sports events we conduct, and all those stuff, the money that we make out of it, we donate, or at the end of the year, or end of any event, we donate 50% to the community, right? 50% to the local communities, and the remaining 50% back in India. Some of the examples I could give you more as we go through the interview. But the main goal of us is we want to give back to the community, as we say, entertain more charity work. And also TMM is a very, very young organization. We've been, like as I said, 2015, it's roughly around 4 to 5 years we are in a very young and energetic organization. It's a family-oriented organization, and more towards the idea of getting the kids into picture, right? Our own kids needs to know the culture of India, the culture of Tamil. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, know their own origins, how they came from.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. The kids like you guys, you need to know where we came from, right?
Yeah.
I think that's the idea. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a very nice thing.
Thank you. Yep.
So, in your organization, what are some of the achievements and donations you've done?
In TMM, in last 4 to 5 years, as I was mentioning earlier, we look both local in US and particularly in New England area, and as well as back in India. This is a Tamil-based organization. Our goal is working towards the Tamil Nadu, right? So we have done work in both places, both local as well as in Tamil Nadu. I'll start locally. Locally, the main achievement that we think is we came across, we coordinated with a lot of Tamil community and other communities locally here to set up a Tamil professorship in Harvard University. Right, wow. That was done a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, with some effort from a lot of folks, and we've been part of it a little bit in our thing, and that's one of the main achievements that we felt. And other things are we have donated to various medical research and organizations, and that's also happened. And also go to local communities and try to serve and go to a school, YMCA, or those kind of helps, and national soup kitchens. These are definitely it's in part of the role. And then going back to India, that's the impact that we want to create. We partnered with organizations like Cancer India, Cancer Research Institute, and also we've done work with a non-profit organization called Vision Aid. That's actual impact on people for visually challenged people. We have really impacted certain specific people so they can see this world. So that kind of work, and also for the educational, right? So we work with some organizations called Tamil Nadu Foundation because of legality part of it. Like we have to send the money or the effort through them. They take it to a certain schools and build classrooms, right, for their schools, and build playgrounds and give them laptops and give them books. I think that kind of impact have made. And overall, in the last 4 to 5 years, the achievement or donation that TMM have done that we collected from our members, because it's a member-based organization, event-based organization, the money we collected, roughly around $20,000 have been given as a donation to this community, giving back to the community. That's what's happened.
It's a very good thing, yeah.
Yep, thank you.
So do you have any long-term goals or any upcoming projects?
Long-term goals, very clearly, we as I said, we want to develop our kids, right? The kids. So we have a big in our youth wing. Our youth wing is has set up a lot of things in the last 3 to 4 years, and we want our youth to come up and take over some of the TMM efforts, right? That's our big long-term goal, so that folks like you guys, young people, come and understand what needs to be, what that means for the community, what to do for the community service, and what are the needs of the community service, and this way it helps your leadership skills as well. That's one thing. And obviously, on a year-on-year basis, we do various events. We do Pongal, that's called Sankranti, probably you'll understand Sankranti, or it comes in January. It's a cultural event that we have our local kids to come and participate. It's coming up this January again. We have 700 to 800 people attend that event, right? Wow. And then we'll have sports events up in summer. This year we conducted summer events recently. We did volleyball, throw ball, and everything. And this year we added cricket, and we added Rubik's and those kind of things.
So you have a full-time IT job as well, right?
Right.
How do you manage time between this and stuff?
Tough, very tough. I mean, to be honest, it's very tough to put that effort, because we do work 40 to 50 hours at work, and then do these things. But the passion, right? The passion towards what we want to do, and this is TMM particularly. As I said, we started in 2011 unofficially. I was second year. I think the first year when this whole thing was started, roughly 10 to 15 families, they got together with a potluck of food and tried to have the community, and that grown up into a 300, 400 members family right now of organization. The passion drives it. People drive us every year on year when we do things. And when we have an impact on, like I was saying earlier, impact, when you do a community service, right? When you do any charity work, the impact that we make into the community, into a certain person, a person gets his eyes back.
Yeah.
A school gets it's a classroom. A kid like you, and back in India, they get their laptop, right? Here we get laptops and iPads just like that, right? I mean, there we get that and give them that education. I think that actually drives us. We work it's not hard like people believe it. We see that when you start doing it, we're talking 10 to 20 hours in a month extra. I mean, I think we should give back to that community as well. I think that's what it drives us. It's not hard. And I'm going to ask everybody to come and join us, and we'll do best. We'll do good for things.
So it's great. It's amazing that you started with just 10 families and you grew to over 300 families now.
Yep, it is. It's all, TMM is all about family. It's run by the community and the families and friends, and it's for them. And it's I'm a volunteer. And this morning, when I was trying to talk to my board members about this interview, I clearly said to them that I've been asked by Rohan to come and talk, looking at me as a TMM volunteer. I mean, the role is nothing, all right? We are all volunteers in TMM, and at the end of the day, we want to have fun when we do good things. That's the whole idea of it.
So you're a big fan of Rajinikanth, right?
Always.
What's your favorite role that he played?
Superstar. I like him, right? I mean, because before I answer your question, in our area, in our community, in our friends, wherever I go, I call myself a superstar. The Wi-Fi in my name, in my house, says superstar. Just to let you know. Everywhere I tell myself I'm a superstar. Rajinikanth is a superstar. I'm a hardcore fan of Rajinikanth, right? I love Rajinikanth. He had a lot of good roles, and obviously, well, I'm talking about Rajinikanth. Kamal Haasan is a much better actor than Rajinikanth. Everybody knows it. But I love Rajini at the end of the day, right? And the best role that I like from Rajini is from a movie called Talabati. And, that's my number one movie any day you ask me. What's the best movie that you like? Not just in Tamil. The best movie you like. I'll tell.
All time?
All time.
Yeah.
I'll tell all time Talabati.
So have you ever met Rajinikanth?
It's a tough question. No, I didn't. But
okay.
I've never met him. It's unfortunate that I didn't meet him yet. But I'm always trying to meet him. In fact,
well, what would you do to meet him if you had to?
I just need to create some appointments, and he's in a big. Since I'm here, probably if I was in India, I would have probably. But last 20 years I'm in America. But when we go back to India, it's a very short time always.
Yeah.
But I would like to meet him at some point. I have to do something about it. Now then you ask me this question, I have to do something about it.
You can tell him that I was asking you about this.
Yeah. If you are in India at that point, I'm going to call you. You should come and join me.
Sure. So now what we're going to do, we're going to have a set of 3 questions.
Okay.
They're going to be a set of timed questions. So for each question, you'll get about 15 seconds to answer.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. In which of these countries is Tamil not an official language? The Maldives, Singapore, India, or Sri Lanka?
It's Maldives.
Maldives? Correct, that's correct.
Right.
Number 2. Which director gave Rajinikanth his breakthrough role?
Balachandar, that's his first movie. It was his first movie. Just to give you a quick background.
Yeah.
I hope you know about that. Rajinikanth was the bus conductor.
Yeah, I know, I've heard.
Okay, so he got the role from Balachandar. That was the first movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Number 3. Can you name the only Hollywood film in which Rajinikanth has appeared? A. The Son of the Fanatic. B. Bloodstone. C. City of Joy.
I'm going to take a guess on this because I don't know, but I'm going to do this. Bloodstone?
Yes, it's Bloodstone. That's correct. Very good. So you got 3 out of 3 correct.
Wow.
So if you ever win the lottery, what would you do with this money?
Whoa. It depends upon how much money it is, but I don't know. I don't think that it depends upon it. What are the money any human being, right? We need money. So I definitely take for something for me, for sure, for me and my family. If it's big enough, obviously, I would like to retire and do different things and do more community work. But jokes apart, but whatever money I get, I will get something for me and my family for sure, and friends. And then major part of it, I'm not saying just to tell, major part of it definitely will be given back to the community.
Yeah. So if you could time travel to any time period of your life, when would it be?
Wow, good question. Good, very good question. I really want to answer this question. I was waiting for somebody to ask this question to me at some point, right? My daughter, when she was born in 2004, August 2nd, that's the day I'd like to go back, because because every guy will like daughter, right? Father always likes daughter is the standard statement, and I do the same. I'm not different. The main part is the reason is I was not with my wife and when my daughter was born. She was born in India and I was in US. But obviously I met them right away. I was there within a week or so. I went there. But I think I missed that opportunity to be with my family and my wife. I would time travel to that spot and recreate that. I'd be there. That's what I would say.
That's very nice. That's an excellent answer, and I'm sure you're a proud father.
Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
So I think I know the answer to this question, but if you could be one celebrity for a day, who would it be?
I know the answer you're expecting is Rajinikanth.
Yeah.
Yes, that could be the answer. But there's one. I mean, Rajinikanth is a film star. He's good, right? The one person that impacted me because of the recent political thing that's happening in India or in Tamil Nadu. This person, his name is called Kamarajar. He is like the governor here. I think you probably know chief ministers in India, right?
Yeah.
So he's a chief minister in India back in 1960s.
Oh. Okay.
So he was called a Kalvi Tandai. Kalvi Tandai is father of the education, right? He makes sure that the education reaches to the rural people. And in fact, he started food, and they call Madhya Unavu, the lunch. They provided lunch for kids to have them to come into the school so that they can come to the school. I think these are the schemes he did, and he's a Congress guy. And in fact, when Jawaharlal Nehru was when he passed away, died. I think he was the national president of Congress, and he was the main guy. They call him Kingmaker. Indira Gandhi, Lal Bahadur Shastri, they all become prime minister under his leadership as a Congress. And I think the people like him should come back to make India and all the states, including Tamil Nadu, much better right now. I think I would like to be that person. Yeah. Because when he died, 2 times chief minister, national president of Congress, he had 130 rupees, which is less than $2 today. Oh. When he died, that's what he had. That's exactly, he had nothing else. So I would like to be. I know I disappointed with your answer, but answer for you, but that's how I want.
And I think you're inspired by him because you're doing the same things. You're trying to provide resources for children back in India.
Not even close, but yes. I'm not even close, but thanks for that. But we try to do even 0.001% of what he did. What he did. I think we'll be somewhere else. And we'll continue that probably.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Nice, thank you.
So do you have any message for young children who are trying to learn their heritage?
Yes, I do. So for the kids, all I want to tell them, the very basic thing is right now is be patient and try to learn where we came from. Our heritage and culture, where we came from, who are our forefathers, right? And what's our the forefathers did to get us here is what I want to make sure that they learn, and give back to that community, give back to that resources that what they need at this point of the time, right? That's what I would like to tell them. Be patient and learn where we came from is what I want to tell to the kids. And on the lighter side, I would like to tell the kids, use less phone. That's one thing. And then the second part is for the Indian kids who are here, just again practice patience and things with your parents, because they are not grown like you guys. I mean, they have a different culture. They are adjusting to the culture right now, which you guys are. You don't even know about that, right? I mean, so they are trying to adjust to the culture. They're trying to map you guys, and you try to map with them. Be patient and be happy. Have fun.
That's very nice advice. That's a very nice message. So, how do people connect to TMM if they wanted to?
It's very, very simple. You just need to go to our website, tmm-usa.org. That's our website. You can get all the details, and then also you can email us info@tmm-usa.org. We like to have people come to our events, be a member of our organization, and so that you get all the email notifications and other notifications about the events, things that we do that you want to participate. Just not the events that we do, big events. We also do some kind of monthly or quarterly small events for the kids to get participated, right? So that we be in the part of the community always, in the face of the community always. We love to have everybody, and we welcome people to come to TMM. Always come for our events and be part of our executive and board to serve the community.
Yeah, that's...
And I mean, for me, I think at this point, when we started, we had a 3-year term for the board people, and now it's a 2-year term. I'll be in this position for next till end of the year next year, but that doesn't matter anything. And the position, as I said earlier, position doesn't matter. We are all here to serve the community and volunteer. And I think as long as I'm in the New England area, I'm going to be part of the TMM at some point of time, and for some kind of association. So I like people to come and support us and have fun with us. It's a fun thing. It's not. Once it becomes burden, then we are not doing things right. We don't want to be a burden, and this has to be fun.
That's a very great thought you have to do there.
Thank you.
So as we're finishing up this interview, I'd like to ask one more question. What's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote is attitude is everything. Right. This I learned from one of my boss, I want to say like 10-15 years ago. Since then I'm practicing it, and that's what I always say when people ask me how you're doing. I say awesome, because even people make fun of me, are you really awesome? And I tell them, even if I'm not awesome, I'm telling awesome. And in Tamil we call Attagasam. I say that to make me feel better. And that makes me awesome, that makes me Attagasam, right? And that's exactly I try to do. So attitude is everything. I think that's the attitude is nothing but things, how you approach, whether it's a good or bad things. I mean, the way that you approach to an idea, to an issue, is what the attitude is. When the positive momentum takes you into the positive side, the negative momentum will obviously take you into the negative side, right? So be positive. In attitude is everything, is what I think.
Yeah, well, that's a very good quote, and you have a great mindset.
Thank you.
Towards it. So thank you for coming to Rendezvous with Rohan. It was very inspiring to hear from you, and it's great what you're doing for the community.
Right.
So thank you once again.
Thank you, Rohan.
Yeah,
you're doing an awesome job.
Thank you.
I watched all your videos so far. I think I like it. Thank you,
thank
buddy.
you.
Very nice.
Thank you for
Thanks.
coming.
Yeah.
Thank you. So thank you for watching Rendezvous with Rohan. Stay tuned for more guests. Thank you.